y'all, welcome back to my channel. Wanted to get on here today and do a video about, I don't know whether to call it hacks or tips or tricks or what to call it. It's a little bit of everything. It's the latest things that I've kind of discovered that are making things easier for me or wear longer or last longer. And I'm going to do some makeup, some skincare, some hair care. So I'm just going to jump right into this. The first one, I have kind of learned how to duplicate the effect of this Lancome Absolute powder. This powder makes your skin flawless, but it has a very high luminosity. To duplicate the look of this, you can see how shiny that is, and it's beautiful, and it makes you flawless. I get a fluffy brush. This is my favorite, the e.l.f. pointed powder brush, and then whatever powder you have, and a highlighter. And I'll tell y'all my favorite, honestly my very favorite to do this with so far, is the Makeup Revolution in Peach Lights. It is just an iridescent highlighter, and I go all over it and then beat it off. And then I get either my Charlotte Tilbury, Peach Perfect, Coty, one of my favorites. Today I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury. So I've got my highlighter on here, and then I'm going to go around in this real soft, blend them together, bounce it off again. And it gives you a beautiful luminosity with a flawless finish. And I love it. Okay, my next shortcut is a spray bottle and my beauty blenders every morning because I'm not around a sink and I'm tired. I'm sleepy. I'm just getting my coffee. I don't want to get up. I get my spray bottle, press it on the end of this in short spurts, and it gets it just the right amount of damp. I do my big one, I do a medium size, and I do a baby, and I do them all the same way. They're the perfect amount of dampness. That was for the lazy girl. So I just keep a little squirt bottle. I don't like them to be totally saturated. Now maybe I should, but I went for years just using them dry, so that's a step up. My next hack, blending eyeshadow, and I have to tell y'all, this is a passion. I've been doing this for about a year and a half or two, and then Wayne Gosh just came out with a video saying the same thing, and I was like, yep, it does work. My favorite brush to do this with is the M504 by Morphe. I love this brush. I dip it in the residue of any powder on my desk, and all my powders look just like this in my desk. They all sit like this, and in the residue of that powder, swirl that around in there, beat it off, and then start at your eyebrow and work your way down. Nothing blends eyeshadow like that. It blends so well. Yeah, that is my favorite way for a final blend. I probably needed it. I need it half my life, and this does it every single time. Okay, next. This is a money saving hack. To save money on expensive products, I mix them with less expensive products. I do that around the house with my detergents, and I do it with a ton of my products. My Suave hairspray, I always use this for my bangs when I'm drying it, but then I also mix in some Sebastian Shaper Plus and some Freeze and Shine. I kind of mix up the inexpensive with the expensive with mousses. I still have my Clairol Herbal Essences, and I use that with some Living Proof. All of my powders, I always have a Coty next to my Chanel and my Charlotte Tilbury, so they last twice as long. I'll use all of a lid of this and then all of a lid of Chanel. And then my Charlotte Tilbury for a while. I've had the same Peach Perfect for months, months and months. You know, just mix in some of those drugstores with your upper end, and then your upper end lasts longer. Okay, next, a trick I learned from my sister in the 80s. A trick to make your lipstick stay on all evening long. If you're out for dinner, it'll last you through dinner. Okay, I'm going to show you. I already have my lipstick on, but we're going to line our lips. Preferably on lips with no lipstick on them, but then you're going to rub them together, get it all in there. Then I get a concealer. Mine is the Maybelline Stick Concealer. Put a dot of it right there. Then I'm going to get powder on my e.l.f. Total Face, just the residue. You know, you just want a little on there. Okay, and then we've mattified that. Then you're going to go back over it with your lip liner again. And then go over it with your lipstick. And that hack has been around since the 80s, and that lasts me through dinner. Okay, this next one is real recent, and I am passionate about it. Under eye brightening powder, and my favorite to do this with, the It Bye Bye Pores, and maybe my favorite powder of all of them right now. It's beautiful all over my face. It's beautiful under my eyes. I get a damp beauty blender. This brightens like nothing. Your damp beauty blender after sometimes I don't even wear concealer anymore because of this. I just wear this. Damp beauty blender in under eye brightening powder. Dip it in your powder and just right here in the corner. I'm going to show you. I could just do it right here and it would brighten. It makes it flawless right there. Again, I'm not coming out into any of the complications out here. It's the damp beauty blender. Oh, I know how I discovered it. My eyes kept getting irritated because no matter how careful I was with the brush, that powder was smoking up into my eyes. And so I got a damp beauty blender and it cuts that eye irritation out. Okay, and then next on my list, setting skincare with powder. I got that off Wayne Goss's channel, and it is the best. After all my skincare and my sunscreen, you know, sometimes you feel pretty layered up and pretty sticky. I get my e.l.f. Total Face. I just bounce it into my powder, and then you've got quite a bit. Tap it off, and then I do that all over my face. And this is so soft, it doesn't disturb all that skincare. It just sets it, and it kind of mattifies all that, so it's not real slick and tacky. My next tip, I heard this from Penn at Penn Smith Skincare. I've had trouble using hyaluronic acid. It leaches moisture from my skin, and she said, okay, spray some moisture on your face and try it that way. So I did. And so far, so good. I am loving it. And I usually use the Codally Grape Water. Just any moisturizing spritz. At night, I wash my face. I spritz it. And when I put my Genifique or other hyaluronic acid products on my face, they soak in so fast. Then seal it with some moisture or an oil, and I'm able to wear it. And anybody probably would get more moisture that way. So I am loving that. This next one I love. I heard this on Mandy Davis MUA. It works so well. If you look better in warms or cools, but you want to wear the other, I look better in warms, but I love cool eyeshadows. So to make them look good on myself, I mix them. Today I have my Morphe 25B. These are cooler eyeshadows, but I accented some with this neutral palette, and I used some of the warm. I used some of this warm brown. I used this. I used a little bit of this. When I use my heat, it's a little red. So I add something a little bit cool with it, and it just kind of balances it out. I love that tip. I use it all the time. Okay, my next tip, making any necklace you have a choker. Now, y'all may all know this, but I use it all the time. The one I have on today is actually a choker, but more often than not, I'm wearing a necklace that hangs down. In the past, I've always just gotten a dark ponytail holder or one that kind of is closer to my hair. Put it on and then pull it in the back and just tie it up with that ponytail holder and make it a choker. I've just recently discovered these tiny Invisibobbles. They are perfect for that. Makes any necklace a choker. Okay, my next tip, tinkle razors for exfoliation. If you have tretinoin flaking or you just want to exfoliate, tinkle razors. The only thing that comes close to this is my Clarisonic. And this still comes out ahead. I will just sit here and scrape skin, hair. It just gets everything. Okay, my next tip is an eye tip. For round, big eyes, I have noticed on myself, if I keep my bottom eyeliner just to this outer, never past my pupil, really my iris, that makes my eyes look rounder and bigger. When I start coming all over here, it closes my eyes in and makes them more cat-like. But for doe eyes or big round eyes, if I keep my eyeliner out here, it makes my eyes look bigger. Okay, next, to make it look like you have more of an eyelid than you do, a concealer stick, and just right here in the corner, I'm going to do it. Right here in the corner, just right there, and then blend out. And that is immediately more of a lid. Now, recently, I discovered on Mary Glitzy Fritzy's channel, the Jumbo Stick and Milk by NYX. And this, it allows me to do this and then to take it a little bit further up onto my eye and really brighten and then cover it with an eyeshadow and paint on a lid. But for a quick, more of an eyelid, any stick concealer and just right there in the corner. Make sure you have more lid. Okay, next, cleaning your brush during application between colors with a color cleaner. I get mine off Amazon. I think Sephora has them too. And it's just this little sponge. As you're using your eyeshadow, you just clean it off between every color so your colors don't get muddied up. This is done more to clean up my eyeshadow application than just about anything else I've done. You're going in with a clean brush every single time. Your colors stay good. You're not making a mess. And I will link this. I got mine on Amazon. That is all my current hacks or tips or whatever you want to call them. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Leave comments and questions down below, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a good day. Bye.